Hey everybody, it's a new year and a new season of anime with the Kon Heads. I'm Dojo, and with my co-host as always,
Jared.
Jared the wise hobo.
So wise and so homeless.
So this season we're changing it up a little bit.
A lot of it.
We're just blowing minds. That's
just blew mine a second ago.
That's our job. And this season we're watching shows. You might have heard our other show, which was the Crunchy Review, but this show...
I can no longer say crunch crunch.
That blew his mind. This show is all about Funimation.
You should be watching.
You should be watching.
You should be.
You should be.
But you're probably not.
No. You probably are, because that's like half of anime right now. That doesn't mean we're abandoning Crunchyroll. We'll have some crunchy reviews in the future.
We're evil betrayers.
Nah, we'll have some crunchy reviews and...
I just finished an anime on Crunchyroll.
Well, see, we got plenty of stuff to review, but those won't be week to week like they were last year. Well, for this season, we'll have to see what the spring season brings, but this season, we're watching 3 shows.
3? What are you talking about?
Why don't you introduce the shows, Jared?
Well, we're going to be watching The Rolling Girls.
Yes!
Then we're going to watch Tokyo Ghoul _A.
What?
No, it's root of A. Some A.
Square root of A. Who's naming these things?
I don't know, but yes. And then both of us love, or I don't know love, but Assassination Classroom.
Well, that's what we're here to talk about.
Yes.
So, Jared,
Let's start.
Where should we start?
With Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah.
Since it's 2.
Yeah, it's second season. Tokyo Ghoul. You might have heard Jared review this show with a couple of selector players named Lex and Johnny Bumpkins. So, we don't need to go over season 1 again.
No.
I'll just say that it wasn't like my favorite show, but
let's just say that I want to say that it was pretty good.
It was pretty good. I probably agree more with Johnny on his side of it. I don't know how bad he ripped into it, but it doesn't sound too bad.
The wrong side? The foolish, naive side?
But what I will say is this season got off to a pretty good start.
Let's start off with a bang.
Yeah. We should remind everyone that we're watching the first 2 episodes, or reviewing the first 2 episodes of each show. So spoiler warnings for all, because we don't say that enough.
You really need a spoiler warning. It's a review show.
There's non-spoiler warning or reviews.
Oh, fine.
I don't know how they do it, but there is.
Fine.
But Tokyo Ghoul started off with a bang because we were in the middle of a fight when we left.
Just picks up where I left off between the 2 conflicting groups.
Is it 2 or 3? I can
actually 3 because of Kaneki's.
Yeah.
But the doves in the
cops.
The cops are the doves.
The cops are the doves? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys.
In that Otagori gang.
This show gets me a little confused.
With the ghouls that kill people.
And the cafe.
And
do they have a name?
They don't have a name.
They're just the cafe.
To my knowledge right now.
Yeah, so what I thought was cool in that episode was the way the cops were fighting with those, like, suits.
The attaché cases?
They, like, make them out of ghouls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
These were, like, new prototype ones where they, like, wear them.
Yeah, and
before they were just in the case and they held them like weapons.
I don't know if you guys talked about this on the review, because I haven't seen it yet, but the style of this show is very old-fashioned. Reminds you of, like, older shows like Pat Labor or something like that, wouldn't you say?
With some new.
Yeah, but like the cop side of it, I thought was very old-fashioned. Those suits.
They always have like the detective guy.
Yeah.
And Lupin and stuff like that. The dude with like the trench coat.
Yeah, we'll get to that in the second part or the second episode because there was something that reminded me of that. But anyway, the other fight being Kaneki with what's her name, Toka?
Yeah,
Toka's brother. Well, and he came and saved her. That was what we were waiting for, right?
Yeah. That
was the moment we're like, yeah, he's here. What'd you think of that fight?
It was cool because you got to see how much Kaneki actually grew.
Yeah.
Like, he had no problem with him.
Yeah.
He was faster, stronger. And the whole meme going around, or whatever you want to call it, is like when he grabbed his mouth and he's like, "Shh, I'm talking."
It was like that Bleach moment
Yeah.
with Aizen where he's like, "No, you don't know what I'm doing."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad they kept his mask. I know it sounds silly because he just got it,
Yeah.
but I think it looks really cool with his white hair.
Mm.
Do you feel that way, or do you like the dark
good design. I like it.
So he kind of...
Yeah, it would be stupid if they just left that out.
One thing with this show that I think me and Johnny kind of agree with is that it doesn't...
Me and Johnny.
it like harkens back to a lot of different animes. Mm-hmm. And with like Kaneki's transformation, it was kind of like a Goku thing or something, you know, where he comes out when he first turns to Super Saiyan and he's like yelling at Gohan and you're like, whoa, this Goku's kind of serious. Did you get that?
Yeah, but Goku reverts back.
Yeah, we don't know if Kaneki does, or he probably won't.
He kind of retains some traits, but so far he's super serious.
Yeah, he barely said anything.
Yeah. There's still a lot to see with him. Hopefully in these upcoming episodes. But on this first one, he's still on like his bad A mode.
Yeah.
Where he just transformed and he's kind of testing
super
the waters.
dangerous. Yeah. What did you think of... Or, I wanted to ask you a question. You know that girl with the bandages?
Yeah.
Was she on the first season?
Yeah.
She
didn't do anything. She was just watching.
She's always kind of like in the background?
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess the big shock of this episode, this first episode, was that Kaneki left the group.
Yeah.
And so that was the big... What did you think of this shocking development?
I was a little sad because Toka and the group just did all this like battling for him.
Yeah, they kind of.
And then she just got disappointed because he's like, I gotta go.
Yeah, they kind of got dissed a little because he's like, I'm going over there, and we don't know the reason why he went. He doesn't tell us. Maybe he wants to see the world.
Gonna show off that white hair.
So let's go into part 2, or episode 2, I should say.
2 wasn't much. It's kind of just showing what's happening now.
Well, it showed a lot of the cops.
Yeah.
The detective group, or special task group, I guess you would call them.
Amon and his people. His peeps.
Oh, I want to say in episode 1, we didn't really see much of him.
No.
I don't know. I kept saying, where is that guy? But he was kind of at the end when he saw him walking off.
Yeah.
But this part really reminded me of Death Note.
Yeah. It kind of did.
Because, like, you see it from the cops' perspective.
Yeah.
They're getting this group of, like...
Super cops?
Yeah, super cops together with their weird little kid.
Yeah.
You like that character, right?
Yeah, he's cool.
One of our theories was that he was actually Moda's son.
Yeah, Johnny Bumpkins.
That was his theory. And it might still be, but we also learned that he
No.
You don't think so at all?
I don't think so, because they
introduced their daughter, that's true.
And he said, pleased to meet you.
Yeah, they meet each other. Totally forgot about that. But, yeah, so he's not related to him. But what do you think of the daughter?
She's definitely quirky like the guy, but a little more serious. She's not outwardly quirky, I guess. She just has her quirks.
She's got time to grow into quirkiness.
I like Amon and hers interaction.
Yeah, I like that where the guy's like telling, just ask her out to dinner and you'll get to know her and he'll go from there. And she's like, no.
I don't eat after 8.
Yeah. Darn you dieters.
He was just,
strange dieters.
You vegans.
Oh, I didn't want to say that. We lost all our vegan.
I'm a vegan police.
Do you have to be a vegan to be the vegan police?
No.
Okay.
They don't have mind powers. They just have weird finger guns.
Bam. We learned that Toka enrolled in his college.
Yeah.
Where was she? Was not in college yet?
She was in high school.
Okay. Yeah, she was taking exams or whatever. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So she's like sad that he's gone.
When is he coming back?
But you know what?
She's gonna be the new Keiko.
No, Keiko. Wouldn't you think she'd be more mad than sad? Because that's kind of her character, like.
I don't know. She seemed okay with it.
No, she did. She's like, what the heck?
She just, not in the second episode. She seems to just.
Well, she's putting on a show for everyone else.
You think?
Yeah. That cafe is really boring now. I gotta say that was one of my least favorite parts about season 1. And now that he's gone,
You make no sense.
Was that Alex talking?
No, yes.
What's left there? There's her, Toka, and
the weird bird.
The
little girl.
The bird that attacked that guy.
The old man.
Oh, the old man. Oh.
Yeah. Such a Yamamoto.
So,
the ending of this episode was kind of cool.
We see Kaneki.
The bad-age girl. Yeah, you see Kaneki kind of hanging out with
dead guys?
With Toka's brother. And he's kind of like...
We don't know if he killed those guys. But
no.
There's, like, dead guys around.
Also, going back to him retaining some traits, he's drinking coffee, so he's probably still suppressing his hunger, so he's probably not eating anyone. That's what I got from that.
Does Toka's brother eat people?
Yeah, that whole group does.
Okay, they believe in that.
Don't care.
They believe in that stuff.
Yeah. But you see him kind of in the ranks of like the head honchos in that group, and the bandage girl
took off her bandages.
Yeah. And you're like, who is this person?
Who is this? Do you have any like clues or any?
I think it's Risa.
Speculation. Who was Risa?
The
girl
that he got killed or
killed
died.
By, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
I was kind of thinking that she would have something to do with like that girl in his mind. Was that Risa?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe not her, but maybe like a sister or something like that. I don't know. Does Toka have any other siblings? No.
Oh, the thing about Toka, you remember the little flashback from when they first fought the owl?
Yeah.
And there's a blue-haired cop?
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's Toka's dad.
Yeah, that's what I got out of that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that it's got to be someone we know.
Yeah, because why would you just...
Yeah. So, do you have any ideas where the next episodes are going to go?
Probably more with Toka on the next episode. Toka and the police.
Yeah, they're going to keep Kaneki in the background, and they're going to have to figure out what he's doing. Cause
And then, we never mentioned that Hyde, or Hide, however you want to say it, got like a job at the police station.
He did?
As like the male dude.
Or was he just a male dude?
No, because he's like the new guy.
Good work, lady.
Ladies. So he's still trying to figure out what's going on with Kaneki, I guess.
Do you think Kaneki's like motivation is to change everything from the inside?
Yeah.
You think that's what he's doing?
I think that's what he's doing.
Because
he's not out just eating people. He's like, I love eating people now.
Well, he saw from the coffee that he might not be.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably doing one of those.
So I think it's gonna be a few episodes of just Toka going to like college or trying to get into college.
It might be the whole season.
Maybe. And that's why it's called Square Root. She's just doing math work.
She's working on her math.
And then you'll see like clips of the cafe, and then you'll see some of Kaneki, but not focused.
I would be really surprised if they explained that title. That's what I would be surprised.
That's what Joseph's fixed on, though.
What? Let's go on to the next show, which is... you didn't tell us.
Let's talk about Rolling Girls.
Oh, yeah.
The Rolling Girls.
So far, this is my favorite of the three.
You son of a butt.
Dude, the art. What can you say?
It's great. It's like Trigger...
Yeah.
Looking.
We should mention that this is from the studio that was brought you Attack on Titan.
Is it really?
Yeah, Wit. That it's completely different.
Yeah.
From Attack on Titan.
There's not giant men.
No, just the art style.
Yeah. It's like Trigger, old like Astro Boy kind of art. With like not detailed eyes, but kind of just like outlined.
Yeah.
And then there's like, I want to say Shaft kind of, because like the people.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just like everything.
It's like super colorful everywhere.
Yeah.
It really reminded me when they fight of the Kill la Kill.
Yeah.
The Kill la
Kill.
The Kill la Kill.
Did you watch the Kill la Kill?
But no, so it was good.
Yeah.
What do you think it looked like Kill la Kill's action style?
Mm-hmm. Especially when like the chick with the
big
the
old
pin.
bobby or what, safety pin?
Safety pin.
Yeah.
I was telling Joseph that they just need another show, and the main character will use a needle, and they'll just have a sewing war.
The sewing group.
But no, there's great animation with the fights.
Yeah, it's super colorful everywhere.
Yeah.
And there's already like great like characters like in the background that like that crocodile guy I'm thinking of. And like the whole gang, or I guess they're a gang, is just like hilarious. The part when they got blown away by the battle between the two bests.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Just like these side characters flying off into the...
So what's kind of the story of this? Like,
yeah, it's...
Tokyo's separated between like...
It was a little fast. I was going to say that, like, the dubbing...
Yeah.
It went really fast in the beginning.
Subbing.
Oh, yeah, the subbing, whatever. But, like, the main gist is that there was a war...
Yeah.
And Tokyo was like split up, and then
like gangs.
And then after the whatever happened,
yeah,
now these gangs kind of took over the wards,
mm-hmm.
and now the main group is like a vigilante group, kind of trying to keep peace with everyone.
Yeah,
and oops, we don't know. We really don't know why there's like super powered people yet.
Those moonstones.
But we don't know where those came from.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's probably what's giving them power.
In episode 2, there's a little hint that they used to have like these battles on TV, maybe like
disgusting battles,
battle royale type stuff going down, and maybe that's how they got control of the wards or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of lead up,
to
stuff that we don't know what's going on.
It also gave me a Fully Cooley vibe. Because of the Vespas.
Yeah, I think bikes are going to be pretty heavily involved.
Vespa women.
Especially at the end of the episode 2.
Mm.
Where they're kind of like, let's go on this epic trip. But then they kind of just stop at the park.
I'm not going to lie to you.
Uh-huh.
There's not a character so far that's really got my attention.
Really? Mm. I like the...
I guess the matcha...
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Until the second episode...
Where she got injured?
Where she was like, I'm not going to fight because then people will know who I am.
Yeah.
And they're going to fall off a roller coaster. And I'm like, what are you, retarded? What are you doing?
What's your problem?
Yeah.
I like her.
She is cool.
I didn't understand why, like you said, why she's trying to keep her secret so much from... It seemed just like from that one girl.
Yeah.
She says it's because she didn't want her helping out.
Yeah. She didn't want her to get hurt.
Yeah, I guess they're just friends. They don't really say what they're...
I'm thinking like childhood friends.
Yeah, they don't really go into that. There's a lot of stuff they don't go into.
I'm not a huge fan of the main character.
No, Nozomi.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna need some...
She better, like, man up. Or woman up.
She's gonna need some, like, development to...
So far, my favorite character was the bad guy.
Really?
The chick with the safety pin?
Yeah, really?
Yeah, she has sass.
Sassy. I like that part where they're at the restaurant and they're like trying to eat the food real fast.
Like, she's like, is she your type?
The art, man.
And I feel like I like this new chick. This Chifuyu-chan looking chick.
Oh yeah, she did look like her, or her name is like her too.
Yeah, her name looked like that.
And then they had that one that got kicked out of the
bad
guy group, and then this mysterious one that kind of like drove from... I don't remember how far they said. You drove that far? What are you doing here?
The blue hair chick?
Yeah, we don't really know her story yet either because she hardly talks.
Mm-hmm.
Do you...
I think her name was Yukina?
Yeah, something with a Y.
Yeah.
That sounds really good. Like
that sounds good.
That sounds really right. What did you think about the music in the show? Because it seems to play a pretty big part. It's one of those shows that uses a lot of, like, so far it uses the songs in the show.
To be honest, I wasn't paying attention.
It didn't
there is a good song, but I don't remember where it was.
It didn't catch you? Yeah.
Like the opening isn't bad. I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not.
It wasn't bad.
It's not fully cool, but it's good.
I don't remember the rhythm right now.
Yeah.
It's the one where they're like playing the instruments and stuff like that. Yeah. And then they use the song during it. Maybe that's what you're talking about.
Probably.
In episode 2, like I was saying, it looked like they're gonna go search for these stones.
Yeah. And she's like, "What are we gonna do? Or where are we gonna find these?" She pulls out like a heart. She's like, "Moonstone." And
then we get
I'm gonna level up my Clefairy.
We get like another mystery, which is how does this girl know them? Because you knew their like childhood nicknames or something.
And then that chick in the office said she was like Matcha Green before Matcha Green.
Oh, did she?
She was like the original.
Oh yeah, she said she's the original owner or something of the stones. So we got all these like
stuff is adding up.
We got all these mysteries that we're just like thrown into, which is nice because it's got somewhere to go.
Yeah.
And the action's great because it gives you that kill void. Fills that little bit of that void because this probably won't get as violent
or as fan series,
and maybe it won't have as much action because maybe there's.
Well, then it's not gonna fill that.
Maybe this is just turning into a road trip anime.
Aww.
Which I'd be fine with.
It's like Rave Master. They're gonna find stones.
But we both agree that we need to develop some character. Well, at least the main character. That we need her to just be more than just like cute.
Yeah.
So.
And she wants to.
Yeah, she wants to get strong, even though.
But in anime, that never really means anything.
Yeah. She wants to get strong, even though her motorcycle kicked her butt in the first. I like the dad.
Yeah, he was cool.
He was like, "Yeah, I'm a motorcycle guy." He looked like a pilot.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah." Go get some girl.
Get some girl. Explore that world.
So why don't we go to the last anime, which is
Assassination Classroom?
Yes. Is that the last anime of all time?
Of all time. This is the last one, guys.
Because after it ends, he destroys the world. So before we start, let's just like preface that we read the manga actually before this.
I think this is the first time we're going to review a show, and we also reviewed the manga.
Yeah. What did you think
And right away, it's like panel by screen, or scene.
Shot by shot.
Yeah, shot by shot with the manga.
I mean, what do you think about that? Do you think it makes it less enjoyable or more enjoyable?
Being shot for shot?
Yeah.
I would say...
Or just like reading the manga first.
I say it's a little less enjoyable.
I agree.
If I watch this like just without reading, I'll probably enjoy it more.
Yeah,
but it's cool to see how they do it.
Yeah, and you...
It's just that you're never surprised.
Yeah, and you even with the jokes, you kind of know them.
Yeah.
But it's still funny to see them in motion. That's one thing about like movies and stuff. They can do stuff that books can't.
Yeah. And
vice versa.
I just hope they stray a little from the source material.
Yeah, maybe.
Not too much.
So Assassination Classroom is about a big octopus guy that blew up the moon. And
he piccoloed the moon.
He piccoloed the moon. And
he can go... I'm gonna blow some minds. He's gonna go Mach 20.
And he's like, I'm gonna piccolo the earth. But first, let me teach some kids.
Let me teach your children.
Let me mold some young minds. And the government...
Your children are the clay, and I am the sculptor.
And the government's like, okay.
That seems okay right now.
That's right. So they make a bunch of anti-him weapons, which I love that phrase, anti-me's.
Yeah.
The main character, well, the octopus guy, really like holds the show up.
Yeah.
Because like the kids,
the kids are cool.
They're cool, but they're just like anime kids.
Yeah.
He's got like all the jokes mostly.
Yeah.
And he like really drives the show. He's got also a lot of heart.
He is a nice man.
He's really nice to these kids.
He's got morals.
These kids are kind of like losers.
They're like outcasts.
Yeah, they're in what they call it, class?
Delinquents. Class E.
Class E, so lower than F.
Wow.
The art style with this show
is kind of like
Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you? It's got that kind of shell shading.
Really heavy.
Real fast. Do you know the other shows they did?
I'm looking it up right now.
Hamatara 2?
Yeah.
Did that have a lot of shell shading?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did. Especially in like first episodes.
Yeah.
When they start off a season, they'll do like crazy.
And then Persona 4?
Not as much. But
it still had some. And it still had like quirks with like how they like shaded down from the bottom of like their cheeks and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I guess this company likes shading.
Oh, they love their shading.
And it really threw me for a loop because I knew we were watching a show from the Attack on Titan studio, so I was like, oh, this is it. Uh-huh. But that didn't turn out to be the case. What do you think about the art style? Would you rather be like traditional or what?
It's fine for what it is. I mean, I doubt there's like that much action going on in these episodes.
I don't know. Maybe.
It's like a comedy action.
Yeah.
Which I like. But I doubt you need it like Kill la Kill or something like that.
Where they need to break out of the lines like they do in Naruto.
Yeah.
So, what was your like favorite gag in this?
I just like all the tentacle jokes, the octopus jokes.
Yeah, the poem that they had to write.
Yeah.
What do you think of like the voices? Do you remember? Did they just match the way it was in your head?
They did good on the main guy.
Yeah.
They did good on most of the kids.
Yeah.
The teachers, except for the main guy.
The main guy.
They did good, but I just don't like it.
It's good, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
And when they dub this, I know everyone.
Okay, we'll have to do that like the last episode. Yeah. I remember we were watching and we kind of like, that's the hair color of that guy?
Yeah. Because in the manga they're all black and white.
Yeah.
And I imagine him to just have white hair.
Yeah.
The main character.
Yeah.
But he comes out with blue and I'm like, what?
I kind of had that one in my head. There was another one which I think it was one of the girls, his friend. Mm-hmm. Where I was like,
where she had green hair?
Yeah, I was like, what? She should have red.
And then there's some characters like, yeah, that makes sense. Like that guy at the end of the second one.
Yeah.
The super delinquent.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah. And then of course, like the teacher that's also the FBI agent.
Yeah, he was fine.
Yeah.
What? I don't remember the music for this show. Do you?
The opening isn't what I thought it was.
Oh, it's funny though, where they're like jumping up and down.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny.
It's just like kids singing a song.
Yeah. Do you remember any other parts about the music?
Not really.
You gotta catch us, anime. You really gotta hook us.
Give us your good music. We know you have it.
One thing that was funny too was, you kind of see it in the manga, but it really looks like Mickey Mouse's butt. His tentacles, the end of his tentacle. Little Mickey Mouse butts everywhere.
Little butts.
Little butts. This show, could they ever do this show in America?
Yeah.
It's got guns in school.
That's been done.
I could see someone like really getting in trouble for this, even though it's really like goofy.
Yeah. I bet just like on Toonami, be fine. You said this about Kill la Kill, and that's on Toonami now.
Yep, they keep surprising me.
Tom keeps shocking you.
What'd you think about that part where He gets mad because they use that guy as like a suicide bomber.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Where he like changes black.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think that was a cool like animated
yeah, that's
the way
a lot
they
better
did it?
Animated.
Then like
he felt his anger. He's like, "Oh, you kids!"
It's not a smiley face anymore.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of know where it's going because, like we said, we read the manga.
Mm-hmm.
So, where do you think the overall show is going?
When I was reading, I was like, do you think the end, they're just going to find a way to all be happy? Or is someone actually going to... Is he actually going to blow up the Earth? Or is he going to kill him?
Dang, it's going to be sad if they kill him. I don't think
either way,
will happen.
Either way, it's sad.
No, I'd rather the Earth be destroyed.
Dang.
And then there's kind of a backstory that we haven't seen with him, where
that lady teacher.
And he looks like a man, more manly.
He looks like a tentacle monster.
Yeah, but like a manly.
He looks like Blackheart.
He does, and he's kind of like touched by her because she's not like disgusted with him.
Yeah. I don't know.
True love.
And we find out that he's actually an Earthling.
Yeah, that's funny. He's like, how dare you?
I'm born and raised here.
The Mach 20, is it 20? Yeah. That stuff looked cool.
Yeah.
Like when he was like blocking everything. Really
I remember reading that and like on the manga, and I was like, wow, I can't even grasp that.
And then like when they're using him as a piñata.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was awesome.
And he's just like dodging everything. So the next arc, we get that super delinquent. Did you like his story in the?
It was alright.
It wasn't my favorite, I would say.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like characters like that, I guess. But okay, we shouldn't talk too much about that because that'll be next week.
Yeah.
So out of the 3 shows, what was your favorite so far?
That's hard.
It is.
I'd probably go Assassination Classroom 3rd.
Okay.
Rolling Girls 2nd.
Okay.
And then Tokyo Ghoul.
Okay.
I already know yours.
What is it?
It's going to be Rolling Girls 1st.
Yes.
Assassination Classroom 2nd.
Maybe not.
And then Tokyo Ghoul.
I'd switch them. Just because I read the manga, so I wasn't like super blown out of my mind.
Sucked out of my mind.
About this show. So yeah, maybe I won't read mangas before the show. I like reading them after.
I don't know.
You don't? Yeah, one thing about reading them after is you already know the story. If they stay true to it, it's like, what's the point? But like Bleach, where it ended and then we can go on, that's cool.
That was alright.
Yeah.
Because you don't know either. You don't know what's going.
Mm-hmm.
Real fast, Mach 20 is about 13,000 miles per hour.
Dang.
Wow.
How fast is that?
That is 13,000 miles.
I can't even comprehend that.
I can't grasp that.
Does he make sonic booms when he's in there? Well, guys, thanks for listening to the first round of our reviews for Funimation. We'll be back next week with a new review.
Yep, and we'll do it more regularly.
And we will be posting that to our channel, the Kon Heads, on YouTube.
Yep.
Right?
Yes, sir.
It's a new channel. Only a couple stuff on there. So subscribe to us so we can keep doing it. And then also check us out on Select Your Player at Facebook.
Yes.
We are there.
I'm on Twitter.
Jared is on Twitter with Jared Ariano at Kon Heads.
So if you want to recommend anything, let us know.
And he just loves talking about anime. We both do, but he's the one on Twitter. Select Your Player is a group of gamers that does Let's Plays. We're doing a ton. So Jared just did one with Michelangelo. And it was pretty good. He's doing the Walking Dead series from Telltale Games.
Doing the walking.
Which is perfect for humor because they're just basically big cutscenes.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's other guys playing other stuff. Johnny's playing something different like every day.
Yeah. Michael's playing either like Assassin's Creed or something like that.
And the other Telltale games. Thomas is playing Dragon Age.
Yep.
And and then we'll be podcasting on that channel too. So if you go to Select Your Player on YouTube,
there'll be links to everyone's separate channels.
Yeah, you'll also find the old Crunchy reviews if you want to go kind of listen to what we thought about last fall's shows. Mm-hmm. And then we're on Tumblr. I think we are.
I don't even know anymore.
Where Reddit is a thing.
We have one.
We've never used it.
But we have one.
So... yeah, you can find a bunch of ways to message us and tell us what we're doing wrong and what you want us to watch and why we're...
what you don't want us to watch, and we'll watch it anyway.
Yeah. Tell us what you don't want us to watch. They're like, I don't want you guys to watch...
I don't want to taint you guys with this, and then we'll watch it and be untainted.
Sorry, that was in the music outro, but good enough. Good night, guys.
Good night.